Felix and Dora were found as 5-week-old stray kittens and they were brought into the shelter. They were too young for adoption, so they went to a foster home. And it was in that period that we realised that there was something going on with their eyes.
They brought them in to see the eye clinic because there was clearly something just different about their eyes. And what they have is something called eyelid agenesis. So they're actually missing basically the upper 2/3 of the outer part of their eyelid. So what they have is the inability to blink completely, so the eyes can dry out and become quite uncomfortable. And that subsequently can lead to more irritation and pain. Things like corneal ulcers, a vascular response where blood vessels actually move into the cornea. And then they can be blinded from this. They're not only painful, but blind.
Once we got the diagnosis that they would need quite major surgery, they told us that they couldn't have that surgery till they were 6 months old. So they stayed in foster care so they could have it. Chelsea did an amazing job as Felix and Dora's foster carer. Due to their condition, they needed quite a lot of medications to keep their eyes lubricated, to keep them comfortable multiple times a day. She was very dedicated, as all of our foster carers are dedicated to making sure our animals have the best time possible.
Because their lack of eyelid was so severe and so dramatic, we chose to do something called a lip-to-lid transposition. So we basically reconstruct or give them a new eyelid by taking the outer corner of part of their, what we call the commissure of their mouth. We remove that with some tissue and we flip it up and into the area that is missing or devoid of their eyelid. The surgery was very intense, so there was a lot of swelling in the post-op period, and there were a few moments touch and go that you thought we might have to go back and do something or rescue some of this graft if it looks like it's going to die. But thankfully not.
Hello. You can sit down. That's Felix. Yeah, that's a good shot of his face. You can see his nice little eyebrows. Hello. I went to visit them in Sydney after the surgery at the clinic, and they were really active and climbing all over me wanting love, and I thought that they wouldn't be, I thought they'd be more sort of mellow because they'd be sore, but they didn't seem to care. And that was about maybe a week after the surgery, so they still had cones on their heads and stuff, but yeah, they've been really lively still. They still seem to like each other. Yeah, I don't think there's any major changes that I've noticed. Dora likes to just snuggle up and be a pancake on somebody's lap, and Felix will just sort of hover around and get in the way, and then eventually just shove his head into yours if you're not paying enough attention.
They did really, really well, and we couldn't be happier. That makes us feel sort of good about what we do.
Felix and Dora are doing so well now. They're such amazing little cats. They had such a dedicated foster carer, an amazing surgical team.